Welcome, everyone. I'm here with Cynthia Torres, Sol Systems Project Manager and author of the article, How to Deliver Solar Soundly, Safely, and Successfully During COVID-19. Thanks for joining me, Cynthia.
Yep, thanks for having me, Will.
Yeah, of course. So in your article, you dig into the growing checklist of items that you and other project managers have had to keep track of during the country's shutdown in order to keep projects moving forward. So while I have you here, I was hoping you could add a little bit more specific context to some of this, and I'd love if you could share one of the biggest challenges you've faced recently in your work and how you've overcame it.
Yeah, so actually recently as COVID hit the country, I was in the middle of planning mobilization for a portfolio of projects. So we were in the middle of coordinating with government officials for permits, coordinating with the utility for interconnection approvals, and procuring equipment. So at the time, we had to pause, take a step back, and figure out, okay, how is this going to affect us? How is it going to affect the project? Where do we stand exactly on each step of the way prior to mobilization, and what do we need to in order to get there? So we sat down with a contractor, had a lot of calls, determined, okay, what's an alternative for some of these issues, and then made sure that those things happen so that we can mobilize.
And to that point as well, I mean, how in general have the relationships between your EPC partners changed with COVID? And, you know, I imagine a lot more communication.
Yeah. So in the past, usually I'll speak with a contractor once, maybe twice a week to ensure everything's going well. At this point, I've had to be in constant communication with them. So on a daily basis, we'll hop on a call, make sure that we understand if there are any issues, make sure that together we're figuring out, okay, how do we overcome this? So it's definitely been a lot more communication, open, transparent between both sides.
Sure. And I know that a lot of what we've been doing has been following the guidelines that have been coming out from states and from the federal government. If you could see one change happen that hasn't happened already in the next month that you think would responsibly aid solar project development, what do you think that would be?
Yeah, so one of the biggest challenges we faced was receiving the appropriate approvals from the government to proceed with mobilization and construction of the project. So I think working together, developers, contractors, closely with the government officials so that they understand what we need from them, having some additional virtual support would certainly help projects move forward.
Sure. Well, again, I really loved your article. It was really great. And I encourage everyone that's watching this to read it if they haven't already. You can find that below this video on the blog or in the video link in the description. So thanks again for joining us, Cynthia.
Yeah, thank you, Will.
Of course.